What's going on, guys? Jeff here, aka Pancake Mix for you, with a video here in 2018, something I haven't done quite yet, and we're here playing Call of Duty World War II at one of my favorite maps here in the game, Santa Maria du Mont, using the Type 100 with that extended mags and rapid fire, which I think is just a necessity on this weapon. But we're here to kind of talk about the game as a whole, and in this game in particular, I'm playing Hardpoint with my two brothers as well as a couple of my friends, and we do pretty good at Hardpoint. We go on some serious win streaks, and we all play the objective fairly well. We kind of play really well as a team together, so this is the group I kind of stick with. And yeah, we're just going to kind of talk about my impressions of this game. We're about 2 months into the game since it's been launched, and so far I think this game, you know, it's had a lot of issues, let's be honest. At the start of the game, back at launch, this was probably the worst launch in Call of Duty history that I've ever been a part of. Now, I haven't been a part of every single Call of Duty launches. I'd say the first ones I can remember would probably be like the Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I kind of remember those games when they first were beginning. And for me, this game was just so rocky. I don't know what it was. Sledgehammer Games just had so many issues. I remember I was in my dorm room at launch, and we had a ton of guys, you know, pumped, ready to play the game as soon as this thing was going to go live. And then the servers all crashed at once, and then nobody could play the game for, I think it was like 2-3 hours maybe, which was quite ridiculous because, you know, they had to expect there was going to be a lot of players wanting to get on right away, and they still had that fault issue, which was pretty disappointing considering we had to wait that long. But hey, it gave us some time to play the campaign. So yeah, other than it being a very rocky start to the launch within the first couple hours, even when they did get the game going, things weren't working like they should have. The people have been getting those infinite loading screens. It took forever to load the application. You had to close the application, reopen it several times, because after a game, a lot of times the game would freeze and you have to reload the app. So talking about the launch of the game is probably one of the worst of all time. But that is pretty much all fixed now. We don't see those bugs and issues anymore. It took them a while to get it under control, but they did finally get it under control. So, yeah, moving on to some other topics. I want to talk about the balance of the guns in this game now. Particularly my favorites would have to be the PPSH, the Type 100, and obviously the bar. And at the beginning of the game, the bar was the king. And they had to patch it, I think, twice. And even after these two patches, guys, the bar, as you guys probably know, you're playing this game too, is still one of the most dominant weapons in the entire game. But before those patches, it wasn't even fair. That bar would melt anybody, close range, medium range, long range. It didn't matter. And how about that multi-kill here with the glide bomb? That was pretty insane there, and we're doing pretty good here at Hardpoint. We got the 76-37 lead. Hip firing here with the Type 100. Type 100, you know, compared to the PPSH, it's got more range to it, and I think that's why at a map like this, I kind of go to the Type 100 instead of the PPSH. I probably do use the PPSH the most in this game, but Type 100 is also fun. And how about these little string of kills put together here? And we're actually into our 5th Prestige, so we've been playing this game quite a bit, especially at the launch of the game. I played this game a lot, and I got myself ahead in the game pretty quick, and then I really kind of got behind because instead of working on homework, I kind of got behind. I was playing too much Call of Duty, then had to take a break towards the beginning of December to finish out the semester because I got so far behind. But regardless, it means, hey, I'm playing this game a lot and I'm enjoying it. Also, talking about some of the other things in this game, at the launch, the XP was off. If you guys remember that, they launched the game with original double XP, and then they had a double XP weekend, but we were already getting double XP. So then that forced it to triple XP. So if you had this game early on, you kind of had an advantage because you were ranking up so quickly. And that's something I took advantage of that some people might not have known about. And that's another problem this game kind of had. Just minor things like that. That doesn't really affect the gameplay, but it did make leveling up feel extremely slow after they fixed that issue. But now we're all kind of used to it, and we're rolling pretty good. Supply drops in this game, I think they did supply drops incredibly well. There's not really any advantages of getting the supply drops. I mean, you have your weapon variants, so you got your epic, you got your heroic. They look a lot cooler. Some of the sights change, but the gun's performance is the same. So in Black Ops 3, I know that some of the variants change the gun a little bit. That doesn't happen here in World War II, and I think that's really a good thing. I think the winter event, if you guys were part of that, I thought that was a big success. I like how they changed the headquarters to like that snowy feel, and I thought that was really good for the game. So I think the game has been doing a good job with the different types of events that they're doing, keeping everybody kind of interested in the game and not wanting to go away from it, because this game launched with very few maps. Everybody knows that, and it can get kind of old playing the same maps over and over and over. And I know I've gotten bored of a few maps. Some of these maps I really enjoy. Others I'm not a very big fan of. I know I hated Gustav Cannon the first couple nights, and now that's one of my favorite maps. I just love sniping there. Kar 98, one of the best sniper rifles in the game. Probably is the best sniper rifle in the game. It's just, you can aim down sights a lot quicker, and I got some good gameplay at Gustav Cannon. If you guys want to see that, just comment down below. I'd be more than happy to maybe make a video over that video as well. So, moving on to some other things, the kill streaks or the score streaks, whatever you want to call it. I believe in Call of Duty now, they always call them the score streaks. In this game, they're really nothing special. They're fun to use, some of them. The fighter pilot's pretty fun to use, glide bomb. But really, there's nothing in this game that's super overpowered, and even the ball turret gunner isn't super overpowered sometimes. It's actually somewhat difficult sometimes to get some kills on that thing, and the chances of getting that in a care package are pretty slim, although I've gotten myself a ball turret a couple times out of care packages and had a lot of fun with those. But the kill streaks in general, I think they're pretty well balanced. You know, Modern Warfare 2 had the chopper gunner AC-130, which was really fun. The kill streaks in this game aren't near as fun as those, which might be a good thing, because nobody likes having a kill streak hover over them and just completely demolishing them, unless you're the guy that's up in that kill streak and having all that fun. So I thought the game did a pretty good job with the score streaks and balancing those, making sure they're not too overpowered, but yet still trying to make them fun. With World War II, you're kind of limited to what kill streaks you can really have in your game because of the time period, basically. Moving on to some other topics, the headquarters, I thought, was introduced to this game. I thought at the beginning, I was like, Call of Duty doesn't need this. We just want to hop in a game. We want to just play right away, and we don't really need that. I'm actually really enjoying the headquarters now. I think it's a good touch to the game, and I think it makes the game more interactive, and you can do a variety of things. You can go to the Score Street training. You can 1v1 people in the mosh pit area, and I think that's fun. There's a firing range. There's a lot of cool things that this game added, and we're probably going to see in Call of Duties to come. But really, I think this game's a pretty good game overall, and I'm going to say this is my favorite Call of Duty since the days of Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3. I haven't played a Call of Duty as much as I have since those since this game has come out. So I'm playing this game quite a bit, and like I said, I am 5th Prestige now. I'm in the middle of my 5th Prestige. I'm close to level 40. I think I was like level 18 in this game play that I have playing for you guys right now. But yeah, having a lot of fun with this game, and it's just been a blast so far, and that's something that I haven't had in quite some time. I never really got into a Call of Duty ever since, I want to say, Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 1. I played Black Ops 2 a fair amount. I know a lot of people love that game. It wasn't my favorite game by any means. I don't know if I got past 3rd or 4th Prestige, but other games like Advanced Warfare, I maybe got to 2nd Prestige, and then I burned out really quick within the first month. This game's doing a good job of keeping me interested. I think a lot of people are staying interested in this game as well, so I think that's something that Sledgehammer Games has done very well, and I think that adding in weapons, I know some people really aren't a fan of, it does keep the game interesting. I know during the winter event, they added a select few guns such as the Sten and the Gewehr rifle, and that kind of makes people want to play the game more and try out the new weapons. I know I was working hard to try to get the Sten because I'm a SMG guy. I love to use the SMGs. PPSH, Type 100 are probably the best in the game, and using the Sten was pretty fun too. So it kind of keeps your interest. I think Sledgehammer Games is doing a very good job of that. I'm surprised that they didn't launch the game with the Browning, the LMG. Kind of figured that would be in the game. I really loved using that gun in World War II, or World at War, I guess I should say. So, the game's still going to be having updates. It's going to be having patches, and it's only going to get better from here. And, the event coming towards the end of January with the launch of the new maps, the new zombie map. They're going to be adding weapons, new supply drops, and it's just going to continue to make this game a better game. And I think that 2 months into it, I think this game is standing pretty well, and it seems like the fans like it. And hey guys, it's boots on the ground. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything else. We went back to the past. We were away from the futuristic stuff, and I think that's what majority of the people wanted to see. I mean, some people enjoyed the new system, others didn't, but I think majority did like the older Call of Duties, and that's what we're back to. And I think that the future Call of Duties, we're going to see them be modern games, either modern or set in the past somewhere for probably the next 3 to 4 years before we start heading back to the future. And I personally think that's a good move for Call of Duty. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video here on the YouTube channel, so it might be a little rusty here on my commentaries. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and comment down if you want to see any more videos. I know there's a lot of topics out there to cover. Maybe leave some recommendations down there in the comments below. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to let you go. Get back to work, maybe play some more Call of Duty World War II. And with that being said, we'll see you next time right here on the Pancake Mix for You channel.